call to order. So 5:03. No adjustments to the agenda. Attendance we're missing. So we're missing Merle, Phil, Lowe, Charlie, David, and I think that's it. Kathy will be officially off the attendance list, so that will be from here on out. Approval of minutes from last meeting.
I'm gonna make a motion to approve the minutes from last meeting.
Second.
Perfect.
All in favor?
All in favor? Perfect. So we'll welcome, so. New
Donna
director,
Labanci.
perfect.
Recreation Director.
And so you met half of the people, some of the people.
Yeah.
So I'm Jake, I'm the chair of the board, so I work for Phil, so I'm always down at the beach all the time, so.
Yeah.
I'm Phil, I'm the vice chair, also the fire and rescue chief and the owner of Mud City Dive Service, so we use the beach daily, just about.
Susan Thuat, town resident, select board member.
Rick Haas, code enforcement officer.
Zoe mentioned.
Karen
Was here.
Perfect. Awesome. And then, like I said, new CEO in town. So the reason we sort of invited you guys and thought it was a good sort of involvement to get into was obviously you guys use the beach a lot. If there's issues on the beach or if there's no beach, then it affects you guys. And that is obviously a task that this committee is here for, is to make sure the beach stays and work on projects to improve the beach, so on and so on.
The beach is also under the recreation.
Yes, that's what I was
Yes.
just gonna say.
Yep.
Yep, so I feel like, we'll work hand in hand with that.
Yeah.
And then again, code enforcement is, you guys, when we have projects, you're gonna be the one that we sort of try to talk to and work with that. I don't know if you've been down to the town beach. So you've obviously seen the jetties that you go out. That's something that is a large project that we're trying to work on and get started, is get restoration back to the
A
beach.
high priority, not just a large.
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. We've been actively working on different things. We'll go over some, I actually got an email this morning with a proposal, so we'll go over that at the meeting. But basically, we're gonna lean on you for a lot, obviously, when projects do arise and getting stuff done.
And so you're all very well versed that anything in shoreland is an animal of its own.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yep.
something like rebuilding jetties and whatnot may be a requirement of the Army Corps of Engineers.
Oh, yeah, I've already met with Mainland Developments out of Falmouth. They have done a draft proposal. He's done site visits. We've gotten the area droned. I'm an environmental science major, so I do bill-for remediation. I'm very involved with DEP. and all that
Portland
fun
Water
stuff.
Works, DEP.
Oh, yeah. So that's
DERPA.
it's all part of the plan. I actually got our proposal back this morning, from Mainland Developments. So it's obviously broad at this point, but it's something that we have to happen. It has to happen. It has to be done. So, like I said, we do have aerial drone footage we've done, like, sort of trying to cover our bases as we go. So, all right, so old business, the bylaws. Everyone get the Google Doc that Karen
I
sent?
think I only shared it with you and Sue.
Oh, okay, so that's just did you receive it? It's on a Google Doc.
I have been out straight this week, so
Okay.
I can read it when I get home this evening.
Okay, so it should be on a Google Doc.
Okay.
To you, I did see it, I did open it, I looked at it, I just, like I said, I don't know the exact revisions or remember that. I know
I
you
can
were
do a
better with that
compare because I wrote
revision,
the
so-
original. Yeah.
Exactly, so that's probably the best. So, new business, we already welcomed new CEO and rec director. Review of parking and chilling progress / finalization. We are pretty much there. I put the signs up today. So all the signs are up, and good to go. For you guys, basically what we're working on is before the beach attendant starts and for the year and after they leave, our ramp gets abused by non-residents, marinas, anything of so sorts. And we had never really had a tow we had a tow ordinance, but we never really had
To a company.
the company that was on the signs
Yeah.
was closed, gone, not in business
Yeah.
anymore, so we had no option, so we had to start from sort of just trying to find, and we have located a tow company that is gonna, there's no contract, it's just an on-call.
Okay.
But it also gives our beach attendants some ammunition to be able to actually enforce some stuff. If a guy comes down with no sticker and he's persistent, he
Yeah.
parks and doesn't care,
Mhm.
you know
They're
what?
parked there
Then,
before it
then,
starts.
yeah, then
Yeah.
guess what? I'm calling and I'm getting your car towed. So,
You don't get county involved?
no, because it's private property, right?
It's the town of Sebago
it's-
owns that land.
No, understood, but usually towing, if there's an ordinance that supports the towing, county will handle it.
County doesn't enforce our ordinances.
Yeah.
Unless it escalates to a disturbance, then you can call county.
Yeah, we haven't had that in the past. It's our property. It's a sheriff, the more you call them, the less they come, right? Because they have a big area. So, we made a decision that we have an ordinance that says if you don't have a sticker, you can't be down there. And it's been abused for years and years. Like Jake said, the end of the year, the beginning of the year, you have everybody and their mother putting their boat in, taking them out.
Sure.
Yeah.
You have one guy that runs a company out of there. So,
He has his charters parked down there.
yes, so
And
we
then,
just,
but he knows as soon as Memorial Day, he doesn't come back.
Labor Day.
Or Labor Day, sorry, and then at the end of the year, he'll come back when the beach attendants are done.
Okay, so they know.
He
when
knows
to
the
start.
schedule. Oh, yeah, and
This-
there's,
Do the signs reference the ordinance?
it says parking, resident only permit. It says everything has to be permit. And it has to be
I have a-
town resident. You have a picture of it, Zoe, right? Yeah.
I have to find it, give me a minute.
So
Town
it
resident.
clearly states in multiple spots that it is a town only, resident only beach.
so we could we could get a sticker to put on the bottom that would have the ordinance number if we need to do that.
Yeah, a reference,
Like, yeah,
yeah.
because there's a
Even if
place,
there was just a large sign, is there a large sign?
Oh, yeah,
two.
There is two?
There's one-
I've
there's
been there,
one-
but I wasn't.
There's one
looking for
right
it.
next to the boat ramp that says town residents only.
Which I knew that
And
from the
then,
day I started.
yeah.
That was told to me.
There's-
every time.
So
So I
we
feel like
had-
even if you're coming.
So,
Can't
and then
be
we're
much more clear than
Yeah,
that.
exactly, and we just need the towing on the
we
bottom.
had signs
Yeah, those
that
things
a
are-
resident asked us to put
Yeah.
out on the beach.
Which we can update.
Because
Yeah.
boats pull up that aren't
Only
residents.
people know.
And
that
they
it
were
was
gone that
voted on by the-
evening. People dragged them down
legislative
into the,
body,
they're in the river somewhere. But they're very
terrible.
abusive to signs.
That's terrible.
Oh, yeah.
It's just what it is. It's,
Yeah, I mean,
But-
the sign really doesn't do much.
I think it's very clear that that beach is a town beach. It's for residents only. And if you don't have a sticker, then you shouldn't be there.
And here's our argument also, we are not the only beach in this, I.
We're in the Sebago Lakes.
That's what-
regions.
well, no, it's not, I mean, you go up to 302 in Naples, their 302 is the same way, and it's right on 302. They tow,
Yeah.
they are not scared to do it.
Yeah,
Like, I'll have to go in there on Friday and I'll have to tell the guy, hey, I'm not a resident, but because that's what.
You're
we said.
contracted.
Yeah, I'm contracted for the town,
Yeah.
so that's why I can park it, but it's like, they are strict with it. They're stricter than we are.
anybody on the lake is starting to get strict with it because it's,
Well,
It's the lake.
it's also, it's our taxpayers that are gonna have to fix things when they do have to be
and
upgraded and
there's two
done.
other boat ramps. You can use Long Beach, I think he charges, correct?
Yeah,
And then Mason's
$25.
charges 15. So there's
sticking
two
that
other-
as a free-
The freebie.
There's
yeah, they
two
know
other,
it's
so
also
they use
deep.
ours free, yeah.
It's a deep launch, it's, like last fall,
With dock.
that was one of the only places that bigger boats could get out, and marinas knew that. So
Yeah.
they're like, hey, we're gonna take it out of Sebago.
Yeah.
So, and it's like I said, it's gonna be anybody anybody can call. So if you drive down there and you see somebody, call it in. It's not like it's only one or two people can call.
Yeah, cause
They know
there's, Kevin has I see he has, cause he's trained him, but there's a new beach attendant.
Two,
He's younger. Yeah,
two of
two.
them, yep, they're brother and
So
sister.
they're younger, so he's trying to train them to not be afraid to.
I talked to him today,
Okay.
'cause he was down there when I was putting the signs up,
Yeah,
Bronson.
Bronson.
And, I was like, hey, just letting you know, I'm like, I've talked to him a few times, different days, but I'm like, I was like, hey, updated the signs. I said, we're working on getting you some
Mhm.
tow enforcement stuff. I said, I'll let Kevin or Andrew,
Yeah.
we call him Andrew Kevin, cause,
Yeah.
yeah, so I was like, I'll let Andrew know when it's official.
Mhm.
But like, yeah, and you guys can go, and I was like, I'll let you know when,
Yeah.
but to be honest, I'm gonna send them an email tomorrow and say, post it on the town Facebook.
Did you put the
And-
stickers? Is that what they had the picture of? Okay, you put the stickers.
Well,
on.
her
Mine
picture
was
was
the old-
pre, I did it today,
Okay,
so it covers the exact old one.
okay.
I mean, you can see you can see some stuff
Can you?
underneath, but you can't, it's not
It's
black,
white.
you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
covered.
okay.
She told me
Um,
she was gonna do black vinyl with white lettering, and then when I picked them up, it was the opposite, but I'm like, whatever.
I actually
It was
like it
$40.
with, I like it with white instead though, cause it actually fits the sign a lot better. I think if it was black, I would worry it would fade really quick.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
So I'm gonna send the town an email tomorrow, I'm gonna send Kim and Letitia an email, and basically what we're gonna do as a due diligence is post it on Facebook. Just say like, hey, as of this date,
Yeah, I can
There's a-
post that stuff.
I was gonna
too.
say,
If
if
it's
you-
beach
yeah.
related, I don't mind doing it.
okay, I was gonna
Yeah,
say, I don't care if as long as
Your
it's
page-
posted.
We all
Gets
just,
more
we have all
reach.
access to everything.
Okay,
Huh?
Your page, the rec
Yeah.
page gets more reach than the
Yeah,
town page.
so if
okay,
you, if
and you have
send-
access to both?
Yeah.
You have, okay,
Yeah.
so if you wanna, what I'll do is I'll shoot you an email. We were thinking, so we don't want it to look like a
Town-
agenda.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We
because
wanted to-
nobody reads that.
We
place.
want it to
Yeah,
look
that's hard
like
to
where you
read.
do just like a
Hard.
blue background with like
Oh, the
bold,
letters, yeah.
bold blue letter, you know, is that what you're thinking, Zoe, or?
Just a bright Canva notice.
Okay.
Yes,
I've already seen her
we
posts,
love
I'm not
Canvas.
worried.
okay, yeah, so just
Yeah.
something stating like,
Yeah,
Attention, as of July first.
Exactly.
yeah,
if you actually wanna just do it tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Then just like.
just send me the information so
Yeah.
I make sure it's correct.
It's just gonna say,
100%.
as of this date, the,
Towing will be.
total, I would
enforced.
say, town stickers are required for parking down or launching at Town Beach, if not, towing is enforced.
Can you
Right.
make sure that Kim, Bobby Joe, and Letitia
Mhm.
and John are on that? So they get that, because they're gonna get a lot of angry
Oh,
calls. And they truly should be calling the towing company, not these guys.
Oh, yeah, there's no reason,
But-
if somebody gets towed. Also, it needs to go out on the website and in the email notices that go out.
Yeah, like I said, that's our due diligence, is just letting everyone know.
Oh, yeah, it just needs, I just
And-
wanna make sure we cover
Yeah.
all platforms.
Yeah, I don't have access to get into my rec yet, or not my rec's what I use. Civic Plus, is that what it's called? Their website,
Oh,
sorry,
okay.
I'm not talking about. They use a separate website that I haven't gotten access to, so if you send it to everybody, I'll work with them on making sure the same information.
Perfect.
Perfect, okay.
I think they just got that too, didn't they?
Yeah, I think it's Civic Plus.
Yeah, that's the one that
That's
you
what
guys
they're
are talking
converting
about.
to. Yeah, I don't know if
Selectmen's
they've
meeting.
converted yet or.
That's
I
the
don't know.
new.
There's
company.
there's Civic Rec, which is a rec
Oh,
site that connects directly to Civic Plus, that I'm hoping eventually one day we could all be connected into one thing.
perfect.
Imagine that.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, so I'll send that tomorrow morning, and we'll say effective July 2nd, because tomorrow is July 1st, so, and then that will be done and finished. Okay, update on the channel jetty progress, so. Let me open up that email really quick, so I got the proposal today from Mainland, from Jamie Garland, the proposal we don't need to go, there's a sheet with proposal conditions, that's just obviously the company's conditions. And then the second one is it's just a proposal of like the parties involved, the project site projections, so project site is obviously, the end of the Marina Road in Sebago, Town Beach. Project goals is, they understand the intent would like to repair or work with the existing jetties to protect the town beach, from erosion. The proposed project would be to include coordination with the Maine DEP, and determine the appropriate permitting methodology. This whole proposal is still part of their welcome package, so it's no charge to us. They also will come and do a presentation for the select board, to obviously go over this proposal, because they made it, and they're better at reading it than I am. But the proposal includes basically the scope of the services, so the DEP pre-application meetings, like I said, just the base mapping. They do the design development and then the permit application, permitting process, contract documents, bid administration. The excluded services would be demolition, design of structures, construction, soil laboratory, legal services, boundary disputes, permit appeals. They can go over some subcontracted services, the assumptions. They do get a little breakdown of probable costs. And it's broken down into a few different things. DEP pre-application and coordination is 3,000 to 4,000. Base mapping is 55 to 7,500. Design development is 10,000 to 13,000. Permit application is 8 to 30,000, depending on the permit that is needed. That would be what DEP would sort of tell us. And permitting process is 55 to 72. So the total range is anywhere from 32.5 to 62.2, depending on what is really needed. And like I said, that's to design the whole project. And sort of
Design, not the actual work.
yes, exactly. And then but it helps us get the permits and that's what they do. That's
Yeah.
sort of the big, I'm thinking they did make that one I was talking about on the other side of the lake with the underground mapping.
Yep.
That Charlie was talking about. So, cause these guys work with Dell Westcott.
Yeah, so I would propose presenting this to John,
Mhm.
asking him to put it on the select board agenda.
Yep.
Just as, hey, we got this back.
Yep.
This is part of the beach committee. Give an update on it on
Okay.
next Tuesday's meeting. And then 2 weeks after that, we can have them come in and do a presentation.
Okay. And they said their schedule is just a random date. They just said the fall of every.
What do you think of that?
Every year.
No, okay.
I'm good.
I mean, I think obviously it's, and like I said, this to me is, I know obviously this town is, like I said, the money's always the big question, just how much it costs and what it's gonna cost back to people. I think the town last year noticed when the beach was gone, how important the beach is to people. So I think this project is, hopefully people would realize that this is a 100-year fix. This is supposed to be a fix that's gonna last a long time.
I think the beach is super important to the residents. The tax money they pay, we get a beach and a transfer station. There's no other amenities for the town of Sebago. It's been years, you probably know more than I, that people have come to the select board meetings and spoken up, where's the beach? Why aren't we rebuilding it? So I think it's very important to many people. And like Zoe, I know
don't think
you're
it'll
down
be
there.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be an issue. There might be like minimal lashback, but you're gonna get that with anything. But overall, I don't think it'll be
Yeah.
as.
I think the beach is an important piece of Sebago.
The budget, just because I wasn't a part of the budget making process for the beach this year.
Mhm.
So anything that was approved, I'm just gonna go with, obviously. Do you guys see that? Does the beach committee see what the rec?
No.
No.
I mean,
We
you
did
could
start
share.
a CIP line item for the beach restoration.
Okay, because I mean, I would obviously would rather people that are on a committee that's for a beach know what's being spent for the beach. I think the only thing that I would just be more comfortable with budgeting for would be staff. Other than that,
Yep.
there's like a maintenance line, there's all these line items for beaches that I think would make more sense if it was at least talked about with the committee. I'm not sure what the approval power is, but I think it would make more sense
Okay.
in the future. I mean, I obviously am so on board. I had one line item in Auburn for beach and that was it.
Yeah.
It wasn't separated the way it is. It's so specific that it would just make more sense if you guys saw what was budgeted.
We talked briefly about Department of Public Works with the beach, right? Like, is that, no, we never,
No,
because they do the work down there, so that's
We
where I
talked
guess.
about
we
the
get-
line, the pay line. Did you guys ever do any of that?
No.
No, so we talked about,
I
I
talked
know they
to,
level the
no,
parking
but I'm talking
lot.
about budgeting wise, because
No.
okay.
We've
only
had
thing-
committees in the past, like that I worked with that will come to me like a community gardens committee.
Yeah.
I held the money and I budgeted what they asked for, and then it was more of like, you guys wanna spend this, just let me know, I'll spend it on what's needed there. Then it's a lot easier for the money to be spent, because I don't know if Cameron spent a lot of the money that was in the beach.
the beach used to be under Public Works until we
Okay,
had the
so
rec director.
Yeah.
And
that's
then
right.
when we had the rec director, it
Yeah.
got swapped to you,
Okay.
to you
Yeah.
and Cameron.
Yeah,
The only thing Public Works, as far as responsibility, is just the road
Yeah.
going down there.
Yeah.
And they
Um,
level the parking lot down.
They try to.
Well,
And
I know,
that's-
but they dump gravel down there, right?
No, they didn't dump gravel. They just kind of regraded it
Okay.
and filled in some
Okay.
potholes. Cause
Okay.
that's the other thing with the boats that are always coming out there, obviously being dirt and gravel, and you can attest to it, you're eventually gonna get a hole where the boat sits and just dumps the
Yeah.
water. And it was a couple weeks ago, they went back down and just, took a bucket and just kind of, they didn't bring any material down. They just used what was there and just kind of filled in the stuff from the boats just sitting there draining because it just,
They also swaled off that big puddle. I was talking to Andrew about it. It actually is working a little bit. It's like a mini, I don't want to say a retention pond, but it's like they just took the edge of a bucket and just did a real rip into the woods, and it
So-
actually shedding quite a bit of the water off,
Is
like
that the-
Amanda was talking
Is that,
about.
okay, so Amanda, when she was down there, felt the water was going the wrong way. It shouldn't be going
It's-
towards the lake, it should be going into the.
Yeah, I
woods.
mean,
Yeah.
with the boat runoff, it's still it mostly goes to the corner a lot of the time.
Yeah,
It seems like we only really get that heavy erosion on the beach, that side is when we have these downpours.
okay,
Cause I did watch it, I drove down there after one, I think Charlie was worried about it, but I didn't realize it was the other road. So I went down to the beach and I was like, okay, like the puddle's still there, but it doesn't really hit that big part of the beach. I think Andrew said the same thing, until it like really, like a torrential comes through. So I think it is still sloped a little bit, but it does need to be better, cause it would also, if we wanna look at planting those grasses that she shared, the
Yeah.
plant list, that's what, you submitted your receipt, correct?
This morning.
Okay, how would you be able to tell us how much is in the budget if I ask? Cause like, I'm just like wondering about next workshop day. I don't think it would obviously work now, like maybe in the fall. Planting some of those recommended erosion plants along those rocks to the left in that grass spot.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not gonna be expensive, you know what I mean? It's probably gonna be
I would be able to
$100
ask, if it's
bucks.
something I don't have access to.
Okay.
And I can ask Patty to print off.
Yeah.
What's remaining.
Yeah, just
May
so
not be
we,
like 100% up to date,
Yeah.
but if you're keeping
The
track of
stickers
what's
were
being spent.
$40. I'll put it that way.
yeah, okay. No, that's-
So it
I
is,
knew
yeah.
that.
that's also last year's budget too.
Correct, that's
This
why I
is,
turned it
this
in
would be a
today.
brand new.
we'll start July 1st.
Yeah,
Okay,
no, definitely.
okay, and
Can
I
you
guess
share a list of the plants? There's enough gardening groups around, we may actually be able to.
donate maybe.
Yeah.
It's actually a good idea.
It's
Yeah,
not
I
like
will-
a huge area. I mean, it's.
It would be like 4 or 5. It wouldn't be,
Right.
tens of, 50. It would
Is
be.
there's still that garden place on 302 in Bridgeton?
Marks or whatever it was.
It was up from, not Odell's, but, the guy that had the used car dealer that burned right there.
And I think
It was right there on the right. It had butterflies. It was a butterfly.
I think it
It's right by the state,
It, no,
camp.
the sign's
That one
gone.
closed?
I think so. Yeah, the only one is Paris Farmers on 302, and then.
Donald's, Skilling's or King's Farm Stand would probably
I was
donate.
gonna try. I know the guys that work in Gorham at
O'Donnell's.
O'Donnell's.
Mhm.
I know a few of them, and I can see if they would donate. Yeah, I would have to send them the list and say, hey, look, you have this, and sort of chat with them about it, but I think it
Definitely
would
share the
help.
list of plants, because there's quite a few gardeners right here in town.
Yeah, I will. I thought I sent it out, but if I didn't, I will definitely, cause,
And
There's a list of plants that are indigenous to
yeah,
the beach
I
area,
think
right?
yeah, so
Yeah.
Amanda Pratt
We're
is our,
planning on
From
doing
Portland
this
Water
in the fall.
District.
That's
She
when
gave it to
a lot
you?
of us
Yes,
are splitting
perfect.
our plants anyway.
perfect, well, that would be awesome. If it's something, like I said, I think there was like 5 or 6, so, Amanda Pratt, who's our Portland Water District
Right.
rep, she met us down, probably a month ago now, and went over just some of the issues we were talking about, or mostly going over erosion areas that we're worried about. And then she also was like, well, we have a list of plants that we recommend for shoreline control and all that stuff. And so she sent it to us, and so I think we'll try that little grassy area right by
you
the
sent
boat
that.
ramp. I thought I did, if not, I'll re-forward it. Re-forward it.
It's on your thing.
So, yeah, I think that will be a good start, so I'll email John about getting the proposal. Do I need to send is the select board gonna want the proposal and the proposal conditions sheet included
Let's
with
send
that?
everything you have.
Okay,
Give
right,
it to John, then he can either print it or email it to him.
okay,
That way it's in John's hands to
Yes.
disperse it.
yeah, okay. Okay, so any questions about the proposals or anything like that? Obviously, I read through it. I'm not an expert at it, so like I said, I just quickly went over it and sort of we'll go through it as we go. But I think them coming and presenting it, I mean, it's free, it's part of their package. I figured we should use it.
Yeah.
It will get the,
Just make sure he presents.
Yeah.
Presents it on
Yeah.
Tuesday and then we'll do it 2 weeks from that.
that's the 7th.
Yep,
Okay.
make sure he has the information.
So the other things I had were I tried to call Naples to talk to them about Tricky Pond for their milfoil wash station. And their phone director is really difficult to get through. I tried to get in contact with the code enforcement. He wasn't in that day and he hasn't returned my call yet, so I'll try him again.
I can reach out to him directly. I know him.
Okay, yeah, if you want, I just ask him if he knows.
Well, I can ask
Use
for
it-
the information.
Or just, just like say anything, whoever did it, who paid for it,
No,
so-
I used to work with Randy 15 years ago, so.
I forgot, yeah.
He lives on Memory Lane here in Sebago.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, that would be great if
He
you
was the one
want.
that was fishing when we came into the dock.
Oh, yes, yeah, he was just trying those new words.
Yes.
Okay, I thought he was, oh, yes, all right. So that we're trying to figure out a way to get a milfoil wash station for the boat ramp. The Northwest River is significantly loaded with milfoil. It's not great. And they find a lot of frags. Our milfoil, the boat ramp and the Kersey boat inspectors on Saturdays and Sundays you can see they're just like stressed about how they're finding maybe piles. It's not good. Trying to hopefully work on in the future, getting that more under control than we currently do. It's again gonna cost money. But that's one of the big issues with it now is that we just don't pay enough to get it removed. So we're trying to get a milfoil wash station just because due to the frag amounts we find. Last year, I think we were the second highest boat ramp on Sebago behind the state park. And they monitor 7 days a week. We monitor 2. So it's not good.
And just look at the river and.
They're all budding right now. It's the worst that they're not supposed. So I do milfoil in Sebago. And when the plants flower like they are, that's the number one spreader for milfoil because birds will get it and it will break off. And that all that takes is that little thing and there's a whole new plant. So it's something that we have to get under control. But that will be for a future date. So listen, we'll talk with Randy and see how they did it. We're thinking about trying to get up on that upper parking lot by where the boat trailer currently parks. And then we'll just have to rearrange how people park in there. So there's a adequate wayward. I like the Tricky Ponds is really, in my opinion, a really nice one to sort of look at how they do it, and how it's been built. So I'm trying to get in touch with Naples to see like just who designed it, if it was designed. I've talked to the LEA a few times. And they're just basically like, it's the town. If you want to put one in, great, it's great to
Much
have.
does something like that cost?
It's not, I mean, it's just getting the water and that's for us is the hard part. Because where we want to put it in the upper lot,
Mhm.
there's no bathroom, but it didn't have water. So it just had electric. So
We're gonna have to look and drill in a well.
yeah, a well
Okay, so that's
or,
the pricey part.
yeah,
It's,
So if you come up with numbers, just let me know. I'll look
yeah,
where-
yeah. I mean, I would
to put a
love,
well up in there, you're probably talking 18,000
Yeah.
because of the depth, the casing that's required.
yeah,
It'd be nice if they could tilt the truck just right and angle it down, underneath the road and get into the river, but the other thing is, we talked about short term
Mhm.
as far as running a pump, but we don't have power down at the beach. And obviously that's a heck of a lift for a pump to come all the way up to that old outhouse that's up there.
yeah. And it'd have to go under the road. I mean, it would have to, or cross the road. It wouldn't be easy.
No,
I wonder if we look at a long-term thing like a drill, do we look at a local contractor again? And I know they're not going to give it for free. I know wells aren't free, but cut us a deal or do something or work with us a little bit. So like I said,
that may be something we can reach out to Portland Water District or, a grant for.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's
that's,
should be a grant.
that's
out there
where I
or
was
something
thinking,
like
where
that.
anything milfoil, you
And
can
that's
write a
where,
grant.
that's where Amanda is helpful as well, because she even had that pooling pond
Yeah.
that she was talking about.
I
So-
also, I have a new contact. I don't know if you've worked with grants a lot or,
Yeah, I mean, we had a grant manager in Elbert, so I
Okay.
wasn't allowed to actually write the grant, but I was
Yeah.
a part of a lot of.
so
grant.
I worked on a project, a few weeks ago over on Mill Pond, doing a there's a big milfoil removal.
Mhm.
And one of the women in their association is the City of Portland's grant writer.
Yeah,
So I'm like, great, I take your card, you take mine,
Yeah.
we'll all be happy, cause I am.
grant writers are
hopefully-
just really good at what they do.
Yes.
So,
And
it's
so
like-
I'm like, you
No, we
work
went
for
to say.
Portland, great, like, that you're in the thick of it every day, so.
Yes.
So we can reach out to her with any questions, obviously, or if I wanna, like, if we get a rough or something,
Yeah,
we wanna
it's really
throw it
just
through
having all
her.
the information and then they put it in a way that.
It's
Someone
the
that's reading
verbiage.
the grant,
Yes,
can
yeah.
understand, so,
Okay.
The persuasion,
yes.
yes.
So that, I think we look at that, if we wanna do a long-term thing, which here's the thing with milfoil, it doesn't go away, unfortunately, the river's gonna have it the rest of its life. Just hopefully we'll get it under control where the wash station won't have to be used as much, but it's there if we need it. But it's gonna be at least, I mean, it's a 15-20 year project from how bad it is right now, at least, just to get it, like, you'll be finding frags for a while. So yeah, so we'll go down that avenue as we go down further and get a little bit into the projects. The second or the third one was I did check, so I saw Public Works down at the beach yesterday. I popped down and it wasn't Pastor Fred, it was what's the other, Paul?
Who just retired.
Yes, today was his last day, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yesterday, yeah, okay. So it was Paul and the new guy, and they were in the truck, and I said, hey, actually, I was just gonna pop up and see you. Pastor Fred was apparently up here, not down when I popped down there.
Handicap signs.
Yes, I told them, I said, hey, is there any way to get in there? And he goes, we don't see an issue with it. He goes, I'll tell Fred when we get back if we, so he told Fred, I was hoping John was gonna be here tonight to just mention it to him. I'll send him an email, cause I was instead. But we're just, like I said, no one has an issue with it. I said, if you go down and Andrew's working, or if you know where you wanna put one, there's one down there right
I was
now.
gonna say, is there-
There's only one. It's Karen, you pull down, it's all the way to the left, right?
Yep, bottom of the hill,
Okay,
yeah.
so
One right next
I'm
to it.
thinking put it right to the right of it. So you have
The question is, do you want the required
Yeah,
that,
6 feet
oh,
for,
cause you're gonna need that van.
Accessible.
the van, 100%, and that's what I mean,
But if
that's
there's
where I
only
think.
one, I'm not sure, cause it's just so that if there's multiple handicaps in a row,
Yeah.
that's what you have to have it.
right,
Okay, so would it make
which
sense?
was in that packet that I sent.
Yes, yeah, would it make sense to put it somewhere else? That's why I was
Basically,
thinking,
you need like a space and a half space.
yes, cause it has to be for the access door and everything,
Pretty sure it only said 6 feet, but.
yeah, I don't
it's
think it
still
was
6 feet.
much.
Yeah.
But that would give a natural walking.
You only need one side of a van
Right.
to fit.
Okay, so
If you're gonna put two, I'd put one up front, one out back. That way you've got one that's in the shade as well.
the only part I worry with putting one out back is it's usually in the mud pit.
That's where we need to get with.
I know,
putting the
but
gravel.
I'm thinking, yeah.
Cause you have one right now.
Yeah.
Is it in a good spot for them?
It's right up
Is that
front on the
decent?
left.
Yeah, it's the front left.
What about putting one right behind it? Like, I know it's not ideal if two people show up, but like,
Is
you
there
could
a
stagger
spot
back some,
there though?
there's rocks and then the grass.
What if we did
And the
angled?
boats don't go in there.
If we had the 2 handicap spots angled?
Okay.
You know where the rocks are right at the entrance, the one with the plaque?
Mhm.
I'm not sure if there's enough room or not, I'd have to like actually go look and stuff, but if they could be at an angle, I think we could fit 2.
Okay.
From left to right.
So where the existing one is straight on?
Yeah.
If we cock them?
Oh, and then put one back where I'm saying
Yeah.
towards the grass.
Like when you repaint them, paint them in
Yeah.
a different line.
Well, nothing's painted.
Nothing's
I think
painted.
that-
There.
No, and people
Is this
don't
the
park.
sign?
It's dirt.
There's
Yeah,
just a
There's a sign.
Yeah, there's a handicap.
It's not
sign.
even, okay.
So yesterday somebody was half in it.
That's what
I
we
just
were.
got a painter.
Yeah, I was
Ah.
gonna say, perfect. We've been wanting, so what we wanted. to
Yesterday, I
do-
could have killed people.
Oh yeah, and Andrew last Saturday said he could have, he said,
He should
asked
start
me.
telling people to move over.
He asked me, he goes, did you look over here last Saturday? And I was like, yeah, I saw you were swamped. And he's like, dude, it was ridiculous. Like him working the weekends is the.
I've only gone there during my interview, I'll be very honest,
Yeah.
I don't remember much, but I do remember.
So if you got
Check
if,
for it.
is it, now what kind of paint is the painter? Is it?
So, like, I got it for the fields.
Yeah,
'cause they didn't have a paint
So
one,
it's
they had
aerosol?
chalk. Yeah,
That's what we knew they had, but
yeah.
I wasn't sure about paint.
So, they had a line painter, I'm not sure the proper name, sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but it wasn't working, so I got one on Amazon.
Yeah, just
It was super
the four
cheap.
tires in the
Yeah,
cart.
it's
and
literally,
you Yeah, I worked in grounds for 2.5 years, so
yeah.
I painted a bunch of.
I'll
things.
remember that.
and-
But yeah, no, I
Get a
got one
robot.
of those, it was super easy to use, cause I'm like, I gotta get something I can use.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't see why I wouldn't be
The-
able to,
the
it would have to
only-
be done though.
Yeah, the only thing we have to do is we have to go down there on a day when it's like drizzling or like cause the issue with painting dirt is if it's dry, it just blows the dirt away and it doesn't actually adhere to the ground. So you either, or we get a little water spray and you walk in front of it.
We own fire trucks, right?
Well, the other thing is I can bring down a little portable pump.
Yeah.
One inch.
If we can fill the
One
ice
inch
rink with it.
Yeah,
we
just
can-
hose it down or something.
Ice rink
because-
didn't hold this year.
No,
'cause
I
of
know,
the
but I'm
holes.
saying if we can use the fire truck for that, I think we can sprinkle water on the.
No, I've got a 72 gallon a minute, Generac pump.
Yeah.
And it just
Have
sits there
you
with.
tried using chalk?
Well,
That's his
We
chalk.
haven't painted anything.
we haven't gone,
We've never
no,
been-
we haven't done, we
I
haven't
haven't done
just.
it, but I'm saying I got a chalk paint, I don't know if you saw it in my office, but I got one of those like rollers.
I'll go
Like you
paint
do,
mine
like you
tonight.
do ball fields with?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I got it for, but it's.
How
the
many, do
baseball
you have a
season.
lot of, so like, do you have paint for it already? Okay, is that, I could probably, it would be,
I would just buy some
that's what I was
paint out
gonna
of
say.
beach for
Yeah, that's,
baseball to kind of replace.
yeah,
it
no,
and pay
that's,
for.
that's.
But yeah, no, if that's something you guys need, it's not being used, it's just.
Do we wanna try and do we want a workshop day for that? And not, I wouldn't, to be honest, for that, I wouldn't open it to public, I would just probably ask.
Yeah,
if-
it doesn't,
If
we
we,
just need to go meet down there
yeah, if
like
we do it,
It had to
tomorrow
be-
night.
It's gonna be packed
yeah,
tomorrow.
that's
Tomorrow
gonna,
night.
we would have to do it, no,
It's
that
gonna
probably,
be packed until probably.
I was thinking before the weekend, so I have a parking spot on Saturday, cause I'm a goddamn resident.
it would probably be the best to do it in the morning, which would be the hard part.
Yeah, when no
Because
one's
when
there.
it's just, there's no one down there. You, instead of someone, all right, yeah, hey, you gotta, whose car is this? Oh, you gotta,
Yeah, oh,
you gotta,
yeah.
you know what I mean? And that's, I get, I'm, whenever people are free, I mean, I guess that's what people want.
It would be
Honestly,
cool
would
if
rather
we-
you use the paint now, cause I don't know how it's gonna be in April.
Yeah, sometimes.
yeah.
I
those
just
sprayers
went, I
for
bought
that.
some, cause I'm like, there was some budget money not being used.
Yep.
So it's there.
So do you have a design of how you're painting it?
You have to get like, you have to,
Basically start with the handicap spots and
Yeah.
I have a
measure.
line thing too, so you paint
Oh,
over
so you
the
have a string
line.
line?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like.
I have everything for, I'm
Okay,
basically
yeah.
Public Works. I'm just kidding.
We were gonna go steal stuff from there, so you're doing great.
No, requisition.
Borrow.
Repurpose.
Okay.
I'm flexible, I'm down for it, cause it benefits me. in
Well,
crazy terms.
it will benefit you because it is about you, but it will benefit everybody and
Yeah,
it will help
well,
Andrew because the
yesterday,
beach
yeah,
is
it was
packed.
crazy, it was
I-
dumb yesterday.
I almost
This
wanna
parking's-
include Andrew.
Yeah, I think
because
he should be
he's-
there.
You can include Andrew.
He's been down there so long. He knows that beach.
I just relied on him.
Yeah, he knows that beach like the back of his hand. I mean, he knows how the cars see. I mean, he asked me to take down those no parking signs and he told me that Public Works, when they drove down, they didn't know they were down and he's like, why are the cars parked over there? He said, cause there's no parking signs anymore. So he was like, he knows how to fit everything. in
Yeah,
there, and
it's not there.
He's like I said, he spends his time down there, he knows it.
Yes, I would include him, so
Yeah,
I don't know, what days is he
he's
working?
not on until Friday. No, sorry, Saturday.
Is he,
He does Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
he's gonna work on 4th of July.
Yes.
Why don't you offer him like a free coffee and a donut?
He would honestly come up for,
Yeah, he would, he's.
he drives up there, I think he's coming on Friday just to help Bronson because he knows Friday's gonna be a zoo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I
I'm
mean,
wondering,
yeah, so,
like maybe early Friday morning. Oh shit, we're first.
We just have to coordinate with
Yeah.
her to get
Are
the,
you working?
I work.
they don't work Friday.
Okay.
I do.
You work Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. Not every week, but most weeks I do.
You work 5 days then?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's just what I'm used to.
I know.
Okay, so, I mean, we get time for anybody, I mean,
I'm up at like 5. Chris is at rescue till 8, but I could milk cows after.
I'll be here
what time
7
do
to
you wanna
12.
start? You have a lot going on in the morning.
Not on Friday. Friday is Sebago Lake.
No, I know, so I mean, we'll be down there, so, but
Yeah,
I,
we're gonna be down there by 7.
okay.
Or I can just meet you down there.
That's what I mean, yeah, we can.
Is it easier for you to grab it from, because right now it's at Sebago Elementary at the fields.
Is
Or
it
for
in
me
a-
to bring it
is
here.
in a storage?
Yeah, no, I
locker?
would go and unlock it and make sure everything was with it, but I think, is it easier for me to bring it here?
No, the fields, cause we go
It's
right,
right there.
yeah, we go right
Okay.
by the field, I live on Northwest River,
Okay.
so I mean, I'm right over there. Okay, so Friday, we'll do Friday morning, I'll be done for the weekend. Does that work? Perfect.
I'll bring my little pump to give it a little bit
So
of.
like
It's
7?
gonna be dry, 'cause
6:30.
it's gonna be hot
Let's
until
do
then.
7.
Yeah, let's do 7. Yeah,
Perfect.
If I think of it, I'll try to go down. Well, depending on what time, I
Thursday
get
night.
done Thursday night, I may try to sneak down and just
if we
start
can,
hosing it
if we, I
down.
mean, that would be fine, it's not gonna dry up, it's so humid, it might suck it out of the.
I'll wind several hundred gallons to it.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, and we will figure it out, if we have to do it Thursday night and Friday morning, we'll get it done. I don't think, once we get it lined out in the measure, I'll bring my big, I think I have my big 100-footer, I've been measuring.
Measuring tape.
Yeah, I have a bunch of measuring tapes, so I'll bring those and then we'll get it done.
Okay, so it's a,
Anything else that anybody else was looking into bringing to the table, any of that?
I just had a question if there's ever been a donation box at the beach.
There's not.
I don't think there has been because the beach is paid for by people's tax money. So
Well,
I think,
I only asked because there's a donation box with pickleball right now. And I'm changing it so that it's a paid for program,
yes,
but I just always wondered why that it worked like that, where it was a donation
Because-
program.
Because they're non-residents
they're
that
not, yeah,
use a
they're
lot of
not all
that.
residents. So the
That's
beach,
why
they're all
I'm charging them
residents.
more.
Yeah. Well, absolutely, I didn't, yeah, I thought the
Or
non-residents.
do a
paid.
resident discount.
I do resident, non-resident fees.
Yep. I agree with that, yeah.
But I just was always, I always wondered why it was donation.
So the beach is all residents.
I think if anything, we ought to have bottle recycling down there for if anything.
I'm
pick
just
up,
thinking of ways to make money.
20, 30
for
bucks
that
over the
beach.
season.
Yeah, returnables wouldn't be bad.
Instead of
I mean,
all
they're
going
already-
in trash.
Is Public Works taking out the trash?
Yeah,
Douglas Mountain too, I mean, there was a $20 bill in that.
well, that's open to the general
Yeah,
public.
it's,
Yeah.
it's just,
So the
Yeah.
beach
people
is
are willing.
residents only and
Yeah,
a lot of them
And they're
feel
gonna be
that.
like, now you want more money and you take my tax money. you know?
Yeah.
It also would potentially get tampered with.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was just
Other
gonna
crowd,
say,
it's
there's,
a different
Also been
crowd
brought
than
up that we need a Venmo account.
true.
To be able to put the Venmo code
Oh.
and everything,
See, if
especially.
if
Douglas Mountain.
anyone's just interested in donating, especially if you're saying how much it's gonna cost to
Yeah.
renovate it.
Yeah.
So I had somebody ask me why Andrew doesn't have a shirt that says that he's the town of
does.
Sebago Beach
He does.
attendant.
they just got
I
a,
just gave him shirt.
they just got a,
What are you looking at me like that?
Well, because he had one from last year too. He was wearing.
Yeah, he had
Oh,
one.
okay.
he
Sometimes you offer it
always
with it
wears
off.
it, now it literally, well, now it says beach attendant on the back and,
Oh, I
Before
have
that,
to
I-
not, don't
oh
worry
yeah,
about it.
he apparently said,
And it says, "Duck boss."
yeah, some guy gave him lip. And he said, "Who are you?" to him, and he turned around and he.
Duck boss.
Yeah, he was wearing a polo and I'm like, that's.
Yeah,
that
and it
was
said,
fine.
Well, it
Just
was
beach
hot the
attendant.
other day, so he had no shirt on. So someone said, well, how come he,
That-
and he's chasing the ducks with the little babies and kicking them off the beach.
It's fine.
And
they
we're
can
all
go to-
sitting
they
there
can go to
laughing
the
at-
Duck Island.
What?
They can go to the Duck
They
Island.
can't go to Duck Island because that's Snake Pit Island and the snakes will eat the ducks.
Right, well,
So they don't go over to the island, yeah. So, okay, no,
But at least
he's,
the new stuff also have shirts, so they're good to go.
this is what I do. I sit there and watch
Watch the snakes in
Andrew.
the back.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
it true?
Are they blue?
got
or
your
are they,
binoculars
like
over
a
there?
safety reflective?
No, he
They're
runs to
blue
the end of the
with,
beach and the poor little
like
ducks go,
bright
wow,
orange.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He did that like 3
Which
times.
one
the
he
other
was
day.
wearing when we talked
I know,
about that?
well-
Some of them don't say beach attendant on them.
His was the older one.
Yeah.
No, he had a new one. He was wearing a new one the other day we were talking to him and he, 'cause
Does
he
he
told
buy
me,
it himself?
he told me that he had just gotten it from
No, I
you.
just, I made
Oh,
them.
okay.
Yeah,
I might have just seen the front, and not seen the back. 'Cause they
yeah, the
probably
back
turn
says
around.
beach attendant, right? It's like,
Okay.
it's yellow, it's like
Yeah.
it's like, but it's
Okay.
not.
Trying to make them as bright as possible, but obviously it's.
Not hot,
Not
not,
hot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I have.
So if he has them, and he's not wearing them, and he's not wearing a shirt at all, that's interesting.
Did, everyone get my email about the pictures?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
only
tough to
one.
open up.
I only got one picture.
I'll have to go in and look.
It was a very nice picture.
Which one did it show?
It showed,
Was it-
there was like a light reflecting in the background and it showed both sandbars. And then it showed further over this way, the houses.
Oh, so that was his front cover
Yeah,
photo
yeah.
pretty much.
And it might be me that I couldn't open them because I'm not good with Google stuff.
No, but Zoe, did you try opening them? It's okay if you
Do
did.
you know how many emails I?
A lot. That's why it was a Google Drive.
I have not been able to open it as of yet because my Google account.
I don't even know
is
what
with a
email you
different
sent
email
it to.
address, So you'll be getting a
No,
request.
that's
for
fine.
permission
As long as I, yeah,
I've
that's
like 10
perfect.
different
As long as I
emails
know.
from my bank.
I sent it to the email that's on the contact list,
I'm
and it didn't
opening.
load any for you.
I have issues with Google Drive sometimes.
I
It
have
did
one.
not like your email.
I have one photo.
It's, okay, I'll have
Okay.
to go in.
That's the one I
okay.
had. Yeah,
Which
that's all
blows
I
my
had.
mind, cause I've had Yahoo for,
Well, it
Umpteen
tells me
years.
that this is a Yahoo account, basically, we
Give it
don't
the
like
times,
it.
Phil.
Yeah, we don't want that one.
So, yeah, it's a pain in
You're
the.
fired.
not change that business
No.
account.
So, okay, so I'll look in to see, it's just probably an access issue, so I'll check.
If you
that.
put it on a thumb drive, I can do it that way on the
No,
computer.
A floppy?
No, thumb drive. You s-
Jacob.
3.5 and 5.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, the 5 minutes.
ASDF
I think
and
your mom's
LKJ,
talking about what was,
ASDF and
Phil.
LKJ, my home keys, ASDF and LKJ, DOS.
That's funny.
I do have a note, so did we, job descriptions for beach attendants?
Yeah, I had mentioned that. Especially with the new kids, they need I mean, not to be rude, but kids are
No,
kids.
no.
They need a piece of paper to read.
Just
And
like
so
a daily
we had
checklist.
we had mentioned a daily checklist, but also like a guidelines, like
Text it to them.
So a
When to-
job description or
when-
what to do during the day?
So,
Like a
Maybe
specific, okay.
so John is in the process of rewriting job
Yeah, he just gave me
descriptions.
mine.
Okay, so,
He asked me if I was a Parks and Rec director. or
Okay.
just a Recreation director. I'm like, I don't know, you hired me. I have no idea.
so,
don't
oh,
know.
that's good.
Which
But
one
he
should be?
He should be presenting those to the select
Yes.
board as well. So we need a beach attendant.
I've written so many
Okay.
job descriptions.
And just make sure John gets a copy and then he can present that.
As
along.
far as daily to-do list, that's different. I mean, that can be on the job description, just to make sure they can do those things,
Yeah.
but,
We thought about having it, laminated just
In the
inside
shed.
the booth.
yeah, and
That
then they
way
can
you,
check it off and erase it
would-
every day.
correct.
Yeah,
In the door to that little
yeah.
cabinet,
I
cause
have
then
one
you know
for
they're
my-
opening they're always opening it.
Is there anything like special other than like general, just walking around, making sure there's not trash?
So I think the reason we brought it up is not the current beach attendants, but last year's younger beach attendants.
not in the car.
Didn't get out of their car,
Oh, I heard this story.
so it would be a pack, and he worked the weekends.
Yeah,
and
cause
so
Tommy
it
Joe
was-
told me she saw that.
Oh, it was, so I would see it from across and it was like the Wild West. There was people
Bad.
fishing off the docks, there was a guy trying to load his boat and there's kids fishing on,
Yeah,
it's just, there was no, and he was over there in the corner on his phone and in his
I just know.
car,
I'd rather be somewhere else.
yeah, so.
Like Candy Crush.
The big thing that I mean, Bronson has been great, I mean, I've seen.
Well, he's got a great teacher too, so. it's-
Oh, yeah, I mean, I was,
Yeah, I'm not like necessarily
came up
worried,
with-
but
No, no.
also going
He came and
forward
checked
for
on me.
other
No, it's good
kids
to establish that.
now. So
Guideline.
in 5 years, they're still doing the same or
yeah,
more.
yeah,
Well, it's easier for them to get through the day if they know what they're doing.
yeah, he
5
walked,
years, I could take
he
that.
walks the path, he does like he goes like perimeter walk, he
Yeah,
walks-
well, that's what I would say. Like
Yeah.
walk the beach,
he walked the path.
check cars in case.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need
People
to
need to see
check
you
up
to
top.
know that
Yeah.
they're not.
Right.
Oh, he
check.
did.
That
I
was
think
one
he
of the
saw
things.
me-
The upper
he-
part park
heard
along
checking
there.
up top
freaked
vehicles
out.
You
regularly.
need
Check
to
the
check
upper
the
parking.
boats too that pull up, because do those buoys say, I don't know what it used to say park between boats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Between the
on
two
beach.
buoys.
I can't see that far, so I don't know what it says. But I know there were two boats at pull in. He argued with one of them and they didn't leave. But I'm assuming they must have given him enough information because he would have called the sheriff.
It's,
the
you're not
issue-
gonna have a jurisdiction on the backside of it's kind of open to anyone with a boat.
Well, they're pulling up on our beach, so you
Right.
have to be a town resident.
And it's,
It's not, I don't think it's as big as of an
It's not
issue
as
as
big an
it
issue
has
as
been in
parking.
years
Yeah.
past.
It had been, okay.
It's dogs. Dogs with him is off the boats is the big one.
the signs right
Because
there say no
There's
dogs.
people that literally pull in there, park, push their dog off, let them piss or shit, and then they get them back on the boat and they leave.
Do they pick it up?
No, and then interest will walk
I
over
think
there
if
with a shovel.
more boats start pulling up, it's something we'll have to readdress, but it hasn't
It
been
used to
bad.
be worse,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a few years ago, like when we
Yeah.
tried the signs and stuff, but obviously that, I understand.
and they
pissed them
lasted,
off.
what, 2 hours?
Yeah.
Well, those are the ones that were spiked into the beach. And then they
Yes.
ended up in the channel somewhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a lot of signs in the channel. There's
We have-
beach signs from
we have
the
a
other
bunch,
side of the
yeah.
channel.
There's
too.
also probably picnic tables,
Oh,
because we
there's-
used to have picnic tables on the beach.
I'm interested. If I ever go in there to
Signs
take
is
out that
weird.
milfoil, I'm gonna be very interested what I find.
Yeah,
I'm really, really interested.
Do we have an updated task list?
Not updated since the last thing no, we should, because we've checked off quite a few things.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, so I'll work on updating that and I'll get it sent out by the next meeting. It's a Google Drive, isn't it?
I have, no, it's an Excel sheet, but I have a great program that I just put something together for work. So if that fits in this, it goes by month. It's kind of cool.
Do you wanna try to put our
I can-
task list in it?
I will try that.
And then how is it sent out? Is it
It's an Excel grid. It's just, it's got
a
formulas all
format?
through it. So when you update something, it will go click and update the days and the months. It's kind of cool.
Okay, yeah, if you wanna try it and then send it out.
I hate
But
computers.
send, you can send his copy in the mail.
I'll see.
And then,
By pigeon.
No, I'm gonna email it to my wife and be like, you deal with it.
so, yeah, if you wanna
She'll
do
go.
that, I think updating it would be big, because I
There you
mean,
go.
after this parking thing, I mean, that's two, in my eyes, two big projects that we have taken on
Yeah.
and checked off. In a
The-
really
What
quick
did you
time.
guys, oh, so go ahead.
No, I was going back with the plant thing, because that was the thing Amanda said,
Mhm.
we could apply for that grant.
Yeah.
So there's that grant we could get this fiscal year before it goes
Because
out,
it's a smaller grant.
$2,500.
Yeah, so,
And where it's a January to January thing, that'd be something that we could definitely knock that one off as far as the plants, some erosion mulch and,
would,
you know,
who would be the one to contact Amanda? Probably John.
Oh,
Or-
you can call.
no,
me.
you
Okay,
can, yeah,
okay, but,
You're in charge of the.
no, but for
committee.
the grant.
You guys.
you'd have to
Because
run
the
that.
town would have to.
Yeah, but
would
you
be
can
the one.
contact.
You could start the process and then
Okay.
kick it to John, be like, hey, this
Okay,
is,
so John would be the one to fill out the
Kick
grant,
it
probably.
John sends me grants to fill out,
Okay.
so
Okay.
if you can send it to him and there's.
I'll reach out to Amanda, I'll get the grant, and then I'll send it to you.
CC both of
That's
them.
actually, I mean, I'll send it to you and John.
because I do remember she said it was a January to January. She says there
And
is
that's
still
the
some
small
money
one.
in there
Yeah,
and
yeah,
where it's also talking about, you know, slowing down erosion and, you know, contaminants into the water. I think that would put us at the top as far as the plants.
so
and-
one question I would wanna ask though before is if there's a time limit on spending the grant.
They might-
I think it's
Because I
good.
don't wanna plant
You
right
get
now.
extensions.
Yeah, I wanna plant, because right now it's too hot. I think
No,
the
no,
plant's
it's,
gonna-
that's what I'm saying. If
Yeah.
we apply for it now, we get it, we can do it September,
Yeah.
November.
Okay,
It's
Yeah.
usually like a little time frame, like 6 months
Yeah.
or a year.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
no, it's
usually like,
usually-
oh my
it's a-
God, you got it, you have to
depends.
spend it.
Some of our milfoil ones are like, spend it like this date.
Yeah,
It's-
But where that one's a smaller, it's not a large amount. We're talking about, you know, 5 or 6 plants,
Mhm.
some erosion mulch
Yeah.
and whatnot. It's,
Okay,
we're talking like maybe $1,000
yeah,
for it. And
Yeah.
where that one's an easy one for, especially when it comes to erosion and, you know, contamination into the Northwest River, and then also to help slow down the erosion from the beach.
yeah.
I did mean to ask you, any update with Charlie and dredging with the permitting?
I need to go and sit with him and help him send his stuff.
I'm sorry.
So. I've
Because
been
that's
trying-
definitely something like,
I've been trying to find the time, I've been out straight and to go over
What
there.
does he need help with filling out the application?
Yeah, it's all digital.
Charlie's Frichette's
Yeah, I
permit.
know, the
Yeah.
marina,
I
yeah, he's
think,
got a dredge.
Yeah, well, his permit expired last year. And now
I,
he's got to resubmit for a whole brand new one again. And he was the one that would always dredge the channel out to the markers out there and bring all the soil back to our town beach.
He's
'Cause it's where
done
it
all
came
this,
from.
yeah, he's done all the tests, he's done the sediment tests and all the.
Yeah, he showed me where he dumps everything.
Yeah, so he's sort of, and I've played phone tag, phone chase with everybody from DEP to try to figure out where he is in the process. I think I have come to, I've figured out where he is, so I think I think he just has to submit the application. And we'll see. We also, I think we still need to talk about and see if it's an option. Do we want to submit another one for the town and just have two? Because
Yeah.
again, one day Charlie might not or isn't gonna be able to do it.
I think.
And we're
we
gonna
do
have to
need
find
do
someone
that.
else to do it.
Yeah, I think we do need to do that to have the town be able to. But does who's on the permit? Are they the ones that have to do the actual dredging or us
Well,
as a
right now,
town?
it's his permit, it's not the
As-
town's permit.
If the town gets a permit though, can we hire someone to do
Yeah.
that on behalf of the town?
If they were
I
a
don't know if that's-
subcontractor and DEP certified.
Yes,
Okay,
yep.
because
I don't know the outliers there, so,
I
Because
mean,
that'd be something else to think about is possibly, starting to put, as far as the beach restoration is maybe, well, starting to, because Charlie had mentioned to me years ago about buying that barge and maybe the town needs to look at maybe, thinking about, okay, if we're gonna be doing this channel and beach restoration, it might be worth to buy the barge. It's a small, well, it's a decent size. It holds wet sand. I think he said it's a 60 or 80,000 pound capacity.
yeah.
It's two sections. It's small excavator that can go on there, but you can put a small excavator with a long reach in there to do a little bit more work. But he put 7 or 8 yards of wet sand in there, and he's not quite sinking it, but he's close. But where we're protected, you can work when it's nasty out there too, and just be inside the channel. But where this project's gonna be going on for several years, it might be. Charlie's not getting any younger either, and it might be something that the town needs to be like, because once we're done with it,
Would that also help with the maintenance of the dry hydrants down in the Long Beach area?
there's only one down there.
Only one?
Yeah. Yeah.
But would that barge help the town maintain that?
Well, once it's in, it's just a matter of keeping the sand away.
yeah,
And I've got to sit down with him and resubmit the paperwork for the PRB to put it back in, because the one for PB Pond, nobody can find where it is. They cashed the check, but they don't have a record of any of us in the queue somewhere of an authorized permit, but they took our money. They
Is there a
took,
copy of the permit that was sent in?
Christine had it,
Okay.
and it was under Peabody Pond. Yeah,
It's hard to find things right now.
Is it a PBR?
yeah, it's permit by rule.
Okay, you said PRB, so I want to
Oh,
make sure.
no,
it was on the same-
PBR,
How long
Okay.
ago was it sent in?
February,
I was gonna say it wasn't long ago.
February, March.
would,
Yeah, it's a 30-day rule, 30 business days. If you haven't heard from them, you can move forward.
Yep.
But we don't know if we've heard from them.
Well,
I'll call Martha.
they, the first check went apparently to the wrong place, so it got sent back. Another check was written and sent out, and then that one was cashed. But nothing,
I'll check
Jared
with Martha
was,
and see if they have anything for, are you around tomorrow here?
no, I'm on Sebago working. I'm on the lake, but you can reach me by phone.
I was gonna say if you can tell me exactly where it was for, what it was for.
Peabody Pond launch on Peabody Pond Road at the boat launch,
Okay.
because it was going in for,
Dry hydrant.
the dry hydrant for the house lots that are going off White Road. I sat at the planning board meeting and
Mhm.
requested or encouraged the planning board to request that they put $3,200 into the dry hydrant account to buy the materials. And at that point, or at that time, Public Works was going to do the work to do it. But obviously things went off the rail and It just, they've got too much on their hand doing other stuff. So we were just gonna hire out either Barker Excavation or Charles Shed, who lives right down on Peabody Pond, and just have it done. But now we've got to wait till the fall because the water's up.
Right, yeah, I'll get a hold of Martha and see from NERPA and see what's going on.
Yep. But the one on Marathon, that was Long Beach Association put that in 1956.
So only bagged. Yeah, so
Yes.
that's bagged. Yeah, that's
And
not
that's-
even in service.
No, and that's just we'll have to follow just a PBR for that, but that'll be in the fall because Barker Excavation I've already talked with him. He's got a 65-foot long reach. He's gonna come down with pads and stack out.
The hemlock pads,
Yeah, like you see on when they do
power lines.
telephone work and all that on the power lines. So we can get, a little bit further out with his tracks, but not be on the water, but just get that extra reach. But we're gonna wait till fall at this point because the water level's gotta go down. But that one is the only hydrant on Long Beach. And as you know, Long Beach is a very congested area, to say the least. But we're also gonna move it away from the edge of the road too, because it's basically the front end of the truck's gonna fall off the pavement in order to get hooked to it. So we're gonna bring it in about 15 feet and shove it over about 7. So the truck can stay on the pavement, but be away from the edge of the shore.
So with the barge, if we did that,
He might give us a deal.
I know, but should that makes me, if the town is going to submit for their own permit, we should probably start preparing like funding, because it's either we're gonna need to, Charlie doesn't charge the town to do what he
So why
does.
don't you ask John to add that to the agenda for the select board and get the opinion on Tuesday? Because that would have to go through the select board for approval.
I know, that's right, I mean,
And we'd
it's
have to
gonna,
find
the
money.
fund's gonna have to be started, I mean, I'm not saying a lot right away, because Charlie doesn't charge, right?
No, Charlie's a good man.
So, I mean, you hire anybody else, they ain't doing that for free.
Well, he's a great man. I mean, but if that builds up, you can't get to his marina.
No, I know,
So
it
it's-
hurts him as much as it
keeps
hurts the
it-
town. I
keeps
know.
his
It's
livelihood,
just-
yeah.
but again, he doesn't charge, so, but nobody else would do it for free.
Yeah.
So, and it's something we have to think about for the future, so, all right, so I'm gonna find a time to sit with Charlie. We'll figure out the other worry I have is we go to submit our permit for the town and we don't have all of his tests that he does. So unless he gives that to us,
Well, focus
we're
on
gonna have to
Charlie
do
right
that.
now.
I wanna get Charlie good,
Yeah.
because I know he'll do it in the fall. But
Yeah.
I think the town needs to start looking, and that his worry is some of his analysis are getting older. I mean,
Yeah.
I think some of his are from 2011, so that's what he's also worried about, is he's gonna have to redo a bunch of his tests.
Yeah.
So I'll sit down and we'll go over what's gonna be the best solution.
Should we also use this summer as a committee to review the upper parking lot to see what we wanna do for design?
That was one of my drone pictures, and I'm upset that you guys can't see it, because there's really good, like, right above it, so you could figure out some things. Yeah, I think will be a good thing to try out with that calendar task list thing, just to see what's left and what the sizes are. So I think that's a possibility that we can look into. I wanna get the task list brought back into it,
Mhm.
because I think where we've just now been checking things off, I think we've just, I don't wanna say gotten away from it. I think we've just not included it as much.
And it was very, very in-depth.
Oh yeah, I mean, some of it was broken down.
Yeah.
And again, I think the road should go back. Unfortunately, I don't think the
That's
road
road
should be,
committee.
the road shouldn't be part of this, so like, there should be things.
And I talked to Phil Lowe. So there's a road committee as well, and the road should be part of the road committee.
Yes.
But they need to work with this committee
Yeah.
also, because you don't want them digging into something that you've already designed to do something
You
different
need to know
with.
what's going on.
So, yeah, the road is horrible, and you see the positives of that pathway you guys put in.
Yeah,
which-
it's like well packed down, traveled.
Yeah.
It seems like people have been really liking that. I mean, like I
It's
said,
terrifying to walk around. that
Bronson
corner.
walked up today and scared the hell out of me, because he heard me up there putting the sign up, and I think he was seeing what was going on, and I was like, Oh, God, I came out of the woods and so people are using it. It looks good. I'm occasionally gonna go over and try to just blow the pine needles and stuff off, when I see it get really bad, or weed whack it. So if any of you guys do that go down there or notice it, that it needs to be weed whacked, just send me a.
Is that I'm assuming Cameron told me there was a path that
From
the
the
kids go.
No.
Okay,
You're
different.
talking when probably from
I
the
haven't
school.
walked it, but I'm
I
gonna
think
walk
it's
it
the one
during
from the
training.
school.
There's a nature path, that's what you're talking
Yeah.
about. This is a path from the
No,
upper
I'm
parking
talking,
lot.
he said that there's a path from the school to the beach.
Yeah,
It's the same one?
It's a nature path.
Okay.
So the path we're talking about goes from the upper parking lot to the lower
We
parking lot.
just
So
created
people
it.
don't walk down the
It goes
road.
halfway
Yeah,
Oh,
and then they can
eliminates that
hug the
corner.
shoulder.
So
Okay.
there's a really blind corner with a huge
I do remember that.
tree.
Yeah.
It makes it so you don't have to walk up and down that. You
It's
walk
actually
up the
shorter.
straight
Someone came hit
part.
by a car,
Yeah, and then you cut left into the
Yeah.
woods and we just did
Okay.
it's a quick, I mean, it's not ADA compliant. It's just to get people off the road.
Yeah.
We basically looked at add a handicap spot down below,
Mhm.
so it doesn't have to force potentially,
Them to have to
them
walk
have to
down.
walk down the road
Okay,
or something,
that makes
so.
sense.
okay. So do
Um,
we have next steps, wrap up?
yeah, I think, does anybody else have anything else? Do we have a date we have a date for our next meeting?
July
Thought we said-
23rd, I think was
My
the,
homestead.
that's what we set for last.
We're going after Sebago days, that's why.
Yes, I know, cause you said you both are gonna be super busy. July meeting scheduled for July 23rd at 6:30 PM, and that one's gonna be at the town beach.
Sounds great.
And then if, I will send out some planting stuff information and we'll see everyone Friday.
And reach out to Amanda as far as the grant.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to Amanda,
I am not coming Friday.
I didn't think.
I know nothing, I don't paint well, I'm not good with stuff like that.
Come on, Sue.
I also will not be there Friday because morning.
That's okay, I think,
2 or 3 of us
yeah,
can
we'll be
handle it.
very quick.
You guys
So,
are farmers.
who I see on Friday morning.
You're fine,
If
I'm the
not-
worst painter that lives, so.
Yeah, she's not a good painter. Everyone have a good 4th of July and we'll adjourn. Anybody
Make a
want to make a
motion to
motion?
adjourn.
Second it.
Perfect. All in favor? Aye. Alright, have a good 4th of July. Thank you.